You'll watch me taking a cab or a taxi to District 7. In most of the YouTube videos of other people, they always show District 1, which is the tourist area. But I know some people would like to know what other parts of Saigon and Ho Chi Minh City look like. So in this video, I'm going to show District 7 and explain why I went to District 7. And yes, it has something to do with why I have not talked to any girls. I keep saying I had throat cancer in 2019, and for the past 5 years, I got scans in my throat and chest. This is because radiation and chemotherapy can damage both. I have damage in my neck and in my chest areas, but the doctor said it was nothing to be worried about. However, the doctors did not know I was coming to Vietnam or how bad the pollution is here. As long as I was in Chicago, United States, I have no problems with the air quality. Therefore, no problems with breathing. But Asia is different. The air quality here is bad. I'm showing images of Saigon and Ho Chi Minh City, but I have visited cities such as Nha Trang and Hanoi. Because of my breathing problems, I'm behind on posting videos. Nha Trang is on the ocean, but for me, the air quality there is worse than it was in Ho Chi Minh City or in Hanoi. While in Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City, I could only go outside for about 2 hours a day, and sleeping was very difficult. I use a CPAP machine to help me sleep at night. It pumps air into my lungs. While in the United States, I made a special filter for the machine, and these filters lasted for a whole month. Here's what the filter looks like only after 4 days in Ho Chi Minh City, and it was the same way in Nha Trang. Nha Trang was so bad for me that being outside for only 20 minutes, even though I only was sitting or standing, I would start having problems breathing. Sometimes I was not sure if I would even make it back to my hotel. This causes problems with focus and concentration, and as a result, it makes it hard to talk to girls. For Ho Chi Minh City, I was told the further you go out from District 1 or the tourist areas, the nicer Ho Chi Minh City becomes and the better the air quality. This is why I went to District 7. If the air quality in District 7 is better, then I might be able to talk to or film more women. And they were right. The further you get from the center of Ho Chi Minh City, the air does improve. As you can see from these images, everything is newer and nicer the further you go out. I think it's because of fewer scooters and more cars. Scooters do not have catalytic converters. So it's because of my health problems is why I've not been able to film more women in my videos. I hope to be able to correct this once I get to Thailand. And maybe once I go to the Philippines and Malaysia, I'll be able to film a lot more women. As you can see in District 7, I did try to talk to the only girl I saw on the street, but she did not speak any English. Here's a girl I tried to talk to in Hanoi, but she did not speak any English either. The girls in Vietnam are easy to approach. Just give me time. I have learned to always carry my camera with me and be ready to film. The following information I got from several men who are married to Vietnamese women. They all say the same thing. You men have to understand that the women in Vietnam do not date for fun. They date for a serious relationship or for marriage. So you must tell them you'll be staying here for a long time or coming back soon. Another thing you can do is go on a dating app and have several dates lined up before you get here. And for the second and third date, have the girl show you around her city, like a tour guide. Everyone wants to show you their favorite and best parts of their city. And after that, then pick one girl. If you want to date for fun, then like in every city, date a bar girl, or a girl you meet in a bar or at a bar. However, the girls you meet in a bar will cost you money. Having a good time costs money. I do not mean prostitution. I mean going out to nice restaurants, trips, and all that stuff. I was told that with a nice Vietnamese woman, you do not have to do all that stuff. I was told that a good Vietnamese woman do not go to bars. They go to coffee shops and restaurants. Plus, during the day, you might not see many single women, but during the evening, when it is cooler, and on the weekends, they are everywhere. A nice Vietnamese woman would appreciate if the only thing you did was take her for a nice ride out into the countryside. I will talk about the women of Nha Trang in another video. But in general, many women in Vietnam do not know just how beautiful they truly are. But you have to remember that what some Vietnamese men might find unattractive in women, such as she is too tall or her skin color is too dark, men from the West do not care about these things or find these things attractive in women. For example, none of my male friends in the United States cares about skin color, and have friends who are white, black, Asian, and Latino, and none of them care about skin color. All the Vietnamese women I thought were all in my league were all tall. However, they were all shorter than me, but taller than most Vietnamese men. So if you're a man who is a 4 in looks, you might be able to get a woman who is a 10. But these women are not looking for white, black, or Asian men. They just want a nice guy who can take care of himself. Every foreigner man meets this basic criteria. Plus, the competition for a good man in Asia is rough for women. It's because there are a lot more women than men, and getting a job can be difficult. And getting a job where a man can earn enough to provide for a family can even be rougher. Let me provide an example. Remember, in one of my videos, I said I was attracted to a woman who works at Highland Coffee. And I think she might have been attracted to me. I went to Highland Coffee 2 days in a row and spent about $10 each day, or 250,000 dong. In the United States, 1 cup of coffee at Starbucks will cost you about $10. So for $10, I can get 2 cups at Highland Coffee. Most locals do not go to Highland Coffees 2 days in a row or spend as much as I did. There are much cheaper places to go to get coffee in Vietnam than Highland Coffee. What I did not realize at the time, by going to Highland Coffee 2 days in a row and spending as much as I did, I was telling these women I had some money. I am not a poor backpacker. This fulfilled the basic criteria of me being able to take care of myself. So now, you have to find out if I am a nice guy. The only way to do this is go on a date with me. Plus, I went to Highland Coffee 2 days in a row. In the United States, if we go to the same place 2 days in a row or over and over again, no one would think anything about it. But our culture is different than in Asia. A foreign man going to the same place 2 days in a row and a place that is far from the tourist areas makes me stand out. Plus, being the only black man in the area also made me stand out. And being the only black American in Saigon really made me stand out. Come to think of it, I've not seen one person from South America or Central America in Vietnam. Anyway, most local men might visit the same place for one reason. And like most men worldwide, it's usually because of a girl. So by me going to Highland Coffee 2 days in a row, I was telling these women I'm interested in one of the girls who works there. Yes, it is that easy to pick up women in Vietnam. You don't have to do shit but show up most of the time and then ask the girl out on a date. Remember, most of these women do not know just how exceptionally beautiful they are. So take your time, do not rush, and take a few girls on a date and then pick one. Remember, these girls are dating for marriage and not for fun. So if you want to get married, then come to Vietnam and you'll be married within 6 months. If you go into the country or the rural areas, you can get married even quicker. And I was told that those women really, truly do not know how beautiful they are. The women in rural areas are always working with their families, so no one has ever told them or indicated how beautiful she really is. And she's always working, she can take care of herself. She's just looking for a man who can take care of himself as well. And together, they can both take care of children and the family. It does not matter if you are black, white, or green with pink spots. Every foreigner meets these women's basic criteria. You just have to show up and have your shit together. Here's another important part I needed to add. If you get out of the tourist areas in Ho Chi Minh City, you'll find that the Vietnamese women are much more friendlier, a lot more than in the tourist areas. In Nha Trang, all the women are friendly. In Hanoi, you'll find that many young Vietnamese women are stuck on themselves. The older ones are very friendly. It seems like where there are white single men from the United States and Europe is where you find young Vietnamese women who are stuck on themselves. So if you want to find a beautiful Vietnamese woman, other than the rural areas, Nha Trang seems like that is the place to go. Nha Trang does not get a lot of United States or European tourists, and almost no white single men from the United States or Europe. And for the man I met who was from Canada, the name is probably the same way. So the coastal cities in Vietnam is where to go.